Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is May 16, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you're going to see that the futures are trading lower by about a half a point. Right now, they're currently trading right at 20.43 per contract. And again, we've seen a really weak market last week. We'll see how this market plays out this week. But again, no real big spillover before the opening bell today. So markets are basically flat right now, down about a half a point. A little while ago, they were up about 2 to 3 points. Now have come back into the negative side. So we'll see what today brings us. Now, this coming Friday is very important because it is going to be the options expiration week. And options expiration Friday on May 20th for the month of May. So we'll get a lot of whipsaw. Generally, you're going to get a lot of stocks being put to certain levels by the institutional traders. And again, it could make for some volatility sometimes. Sometimes it just makes for just a rocky market. We'll see what this week brings. But don't forget, you do have options expiration on Friday. And most often, most of the equities will be settled out before the expiration date. So again, just be prepared for what we call the real shark week, and we'll see how this week plays out. All right, first stock in the news is going to be Apple today. Apple right now is trading up at $92 a share, closed at $90.52. The story here is that Berkshire Hathaway has purchased 9 million shares. That's Warren Buffett's company. So Berkshire Hathaway has purchased 9 million shares. Now, in the same respect, David Tepper, who is a very, very popular hedge fund manager, sold all of his Apple. So we'll see how that plays out. Warren Buffett buying Apple and David Tepper selling Apple. So we'll see how that plays out. And again, Apple, in my opinion, still looks like a very weak chart. It's downtrending. I ultimately expect lower price. Maybe you get a bounce short term from the oversold condition, but the chart looks terrible for Apple at this point in time. It looks like Warren Buffett also decreased his position in Procter & Gamble, and you can see that stock is trading lower. So I think he pretty much got rid of most of it, has just a small stake in Procter & Gamble. That stock is now trading at 80.40, and I believe he closed his position also in AT&T. So again, that is trading a little bit on the weaker side, closed at $39.15 on Friday, now trading at $38.95 right here at the moment. So again, Warren Buffett closed his position there. Yahoo is in the news. It looks like Warren Buffett again is making some headlines. Looks like he's part of a group bidding on Yahoo. Stock right now is trading at $37, closed at $36.48. So a lot of Warren Buffett news, but I think that's about the end of it for now. It looks like we do have a takeover today. ANAC is being bought out by Pfizer. I believe the price was $99.25 a share. So right now, if you own ANAC, which I do not, I wish I did, congratulations. Put a trailing stop in there. Stock is being bought out for $99.25. If you're happy with the price right now, take it off the table. If you take a look at Pfizer today, which is the acquiring company, you'll see that's trading right back down to around $33. So again, Pfizer buying ANAC, and I think they're paying $99.25 per share. Pfizer trading down a little bit on the news. It's not that bad. Let's take a look today at the Tribune, TPUB. Let's call it TPUB. And you'll see this is trading decently higher right now, trading at around 14.06. Stock closed at 11.47 on Friday. Looks like Gannett, which is ticker symbol GCI, raised its offer to $15 a share. So if you own this stock, you own the Tribune, all you do is put a break-even stop or a trailing stop in there and try to see if it can move even higher. Maybe somebody else can come in and bid. I don't know. But if you take a look at Gannett, which is the acquirer, they're the company that will be purchasing the Tribune. They're trading right now at $15.63. Stock closed at $15.63, so there's no real pre-market activity here in that name. Let's take a look at Walmart. Looks like they did a deal with MCK. So you're going to see that McKesson and Walmart did a deal for generic drugs. McKesson's trading up a little bit on the news. I don't know if it's really that big a deal. If you take a look at Walmart stock, the stock has been absolutely crushed, and this is another downtrending equity. I think traders can find some support in Walmart around 61.60 if it does trade lower. But either way, this news should benefit both companies, and we'll see how that plays out in the short run. Next up, I want to talk about some of the metals and mining names that are out here today. You got some good moves in Rio. So that's trading up over 2%, closed at 28.29. Stock is trading at around 28.93. Let's take a look at BBL, which is BHP Billiton. That is trading around 24.09, closed at 23.46. So you're getting some movement in the metal and mining names today. We'll see how that plays out a little bit later. Let's move over to the oil market, and crude oil is trading up $1 right now. Right now, crude oil is sitting at $47.22 a barrel. So oil catching a big pop. Let's take a look at the USO. That is trading up at $11.59, closed at $11.37 on Friday. So oil is trading higher, and still looks like it could go to $48 on spot. So keep that on the radar today. We'll see how it goes. But crude oil is very strong right now. I don't know the news really behind crude oil, but either way, doesn't matter. It's trading higher, and that's what we have to see. Looking at gold today, gold is getting a big pop, trading up over $15 an ounce to $1,288 an ounce right now. Take a look at the GLD this morning. You'll see that's catching a big bid. That could be positive for a lot of the gold miners like Newmont Mining, Gold Corp, a bunch of others. They're all trading higher, and if you want to look at all the gold miners at once, just take a look at the GDX, and you can see the GDX trading at 25.28, closed at 24.79 on Friday. So that's a good pop for the gold miner stock on the back of stronger gold market. So again, gold just remains a powerhouse at this point in time, and it hasn't really broken out yet, but it just remains near the high end of its range. And dollar being a little bit weaker this morning. If you take a look at the U.S. dollar index, you'll see that's trading down a touch, right to around 94.20. Dollar goes down. That is certainly going to help lift gold today. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, we're going to leave it here short and sweet. And again, it's a little bit on the quiet side with a Monday, but we've had an excellent 2016 in the intraday stock chat room. In fact, we had a fantastic Thursday and Friday. If you want to come over and trade alongside of us, take the 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing there. And again, we should have a pretty interesting trading week with options expiration in play, and you still got a lot of earnings coming out tonight after the closing bell. All right, with that being said, everybody have a great trading session, and we will see you on the charts.